No matter who we are, no matter where we are, no matter when we are in time, one of the big questions we always have is, where am I going? Where is all of this going? And when we're reading the Bible, that's a big question too. Where is this all going? When we're reading the Bible this year, there's a second big theme, big idea that comes out, is that it's all going somewhere. From Genesis to Revelation, it's not static. It's a dynamic story where things are changing, and they're changing for the good and for the bad. But we see this redemptive arc that all of this, all of history is headed somewhere. It's all going somewhere. And the question is, where is it going? And so when you're reading the Bible, you have to make sure you realize that the part you're reading, that little piece, that little chunk of the story, isn't the whole story. You need to ask yourself this question: where is this going? Where has it been, and where is it headed? Now you could ask yourself this question about pretty much anything, like a city like Jerusalem. Where was it? Where is it? And where is it going in the story of the Bible? And whatever you're reading at that point in the Bible. Or take women, for instance. Say you're just in the book of Judges. It starts out with this woman by name. She owns property. Personally, she owns a property. Not just any property, some of the best property available. But by the end of the book, there's scores of women, and none of them are named, and they're all treated like property. And it makes this one comment at the very end of the book, the very last verse, and it explains simply, people are doing what's right in their own eyes. Meaning, this is the trajectory when we are in control of ourselves and others. This is what happens. We end up treating each other like property, like something to be disposed of. And then it immediately goes into the book of Ruth. And in the book of Ruth, you have these women who, by all accounts in their society, should have just been treated like property. And there's this Redeemer who comes along and changes the trajectory of these women's lives and redemptive history, as, in fact, these people become part of Jesus's lineage. So when we're looking at the story of the Bible, you can't just read that one little piece on its own. You have to ask yourself this one big question: where is it going? Where has it been? Where is it headed? What's the trajectory? And what is the redemptive arc of this little piece of the puzzle?